Welcome everybody to a new episode, and as of today I am starting a new series called Life Formulas. In this series I will give a philosophical explanation through a mathematical equation to a subject, and let's get right into it and it will be all clear by itself. So the first episode today will be going about happiness, because I see around me a lot of people that are sad, that suffer from anxiety or depression because of lack of happiness. So I went about thinking, all right, what is happiness and how can we achieve it? So I will define happiness by a mathematical equation, and the equation goes as follows. Happiness is your expectation in a negative number plus your reality. So again, happiness is your expectation in the negative plus your reality. So for example, my expectation is next week to have a six-pack. So that's a pretty high expectation. Let's give it a number of 1,000 in the negative. But your reality, if we look at that, you are overweight, you don't have healthy habits, so your reality next week will be, let's say, 50. So you will have a negative of 950, and that's your happiness. So, and as you can see, that is not a high number, that is a negative number and a high negative number. So as you can see, if you have a high expectation but then you reflect on your reality, you see that you lack something, that you miss out on something, and therefore you are not happy. Another practical example is, which everybody struggles with or everybody is confronted with, is social media. In our social media day and age, we see a lot of Lamborghinis, luxury cars, a lot of friends which are happy because they only post the positive things they experience, but also luxury lifestyle, drop out of high school, multimillionaire, all that kind of things. So our expectation, maybe unconsciously, will be that is the norm, that is the standard for how we should live, and I should be a millionaire by the age of 21. So that will be your expectation. And then you reflect on your reality and you see that your reality is like, you're still in college, you don't even like what you're studying, for example, you don't have a lot of friends, you are overweight, you don't have a large bank account. So you give a high number of expectation and another a low number of reality, and then again you will be depressed or maybe feeling a little bit of down because you think again you are missing out on something. So how we can solve this, how we can make sure that we are happy and that our expectations don't exceed our reality? So it's very simple. There are two ways. First, we can lower our expectation. Very simple. If your expectations are that next week I will lose 2 pounds or 1 kilo, and the reality is that it's possible, and you go work for it, not too hard, you don't deplete yourself, and then you will see, well, so I've reached my goals, I've reached my expectations, and therefore you will be happy. So another example is, your expectation is not that you are in 21 you are a millionaire, but at 21 you are figuring yourself out, you are maybe having a couple of good friends, you are learning, you are growing, you are happy with what you have, and then you look at your reality and see that those things are real and that those things are happening, and therefore again you will be happy. So the first way to be happy is to lower your expectations, and the second way is to higher your reality. So let's say, for example, your expectation is next week you will have a six-pack, that you work at it and that you get next week that six-pack, and therefore your reality equals your expectation, and that's another way to be happy. It's simple as that. Lower your expectation or have a higher reality. And I want to end this podcast by saying that not only in material things or in physical things we have a lot of high expectation, but about life in general. If our expectation of life is that nobody will hurt us, that we will always be happy, that nobody will leave us alone, that our first job will be a successful job, etc., etc., that is not just, if that's your expectation, you will be disappointed, because that's not the reality of life. So be conscious, don't be too naive, and be grateful for what you have. Realize that what you have is very great and that is a high reality, and sometimes lower your expectations. I don't say don't be ambitious, don't have high goals. No, I don't say that. Have those goals, but also be realistic and be conscious about the unconscious stimulus which we have around us all the time. And hopefully through this podcast I've brought to you some clarity. I hope you can do something with it, so we can all live a happy life. Thank you for watching. If you like this series, please feel free to like the episode. Let me know in the comments which other subjects you want me to talk about in this series, and I hopefully see you next time. Don't forget to follow, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Thank you.